Hello, welcome to Yobike Bosley. I am speaking to you from Africa, a little place called Whipton, outside a town called Exeter. It is very nice here. I will recommend you come tourist here. Lots to see. You see, I do these videos because a couple of years ago, when I first moved down here, I accidentally got embroiled in a bit of jiggery pokery, you know. A bit of fucking, a bit of some things going on that, wasn't right, And I was bothered because I had something wrong with me, you see. First of all, I look like this. Second of all, I speak like that. And third of all, I've got a fourth reason, but not a third. The fourth one is that I'm an idiot, you know. You see, what I'm saying is, I moved here, I'm looking for a peaceful life, I paid my dues, I made mistakes, what can I tell you? But now I got people busting my balls. I mean, all joking aside, all I wanted was, dun 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 dee, beep. Roxy girl, she's a really cute girl, pain in the bum, even though, but I love her very much. Oh dear, this is all gone wobbly. Oh bollocks. Right, okay, if I can get that like this. Okay, that'll do. Right, Roxy be cute. So look, I come from a poo background, I've gone on about that, violins at the ready, so have a lot of you. I'm not the only one. The only thing was, my life was poo from the start, so was David's and Carl's and Brian's. And they all coped differently, because we're all different, although we look the same, we're all idiots. They've been bigger idiots than me, and I've been bigger idiots than them. And I turned out to be even a bigger idiot than anybody. But what I do know is my old man was created, and he wasn't a dustman, and he never ever, to my knowledge, Roxy, give me that, put it down now. I've told you, I will never, put it down, put that bucket. There, so it's rugger today. Right, okay, there you go. Oh, jolly good, well done. Yeah, so, I moved down here. I came here about 7 years ago. I was looking for somewhere nice and peaceful. Maybe I could marry Mary Lou or Billy Pooh or some other local canoe. That's a train passing. They go past here now about once an hour in each direction. One going one way, one going the other way. They don't come back. They're going to go past at the same time. Especially on the same track, because they'd bump into each other, and that'd be awful, Especially if you got a return ticket. You're not going to be returning nowhere, are you? Anyway, right, look you out. Ready? Come here. Wait. Anticipate. Before it's too late. Oh, great. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Get your put it. Right, put it down. Hey, get back. Let's go back. Go back. Go back. I can't hold the phone and do the pointy thing, so you got to. Right, can you do mime orders? No. Okay. Ready? And pirouette. Oh, good girl. So evidently, the universe decrees that I don't deserve this. That's fair enough. I've made mistakes and I've been bad. So have you. So's he and so's she. It's called life, and it's complicated now, isn't it? And it's getting harder and harder. Do you know what? When I got to a stage in life where I kind of got what I didn't know and didn't care about what I couldn't change, and I found somewhere where I could get on with doing that, I come front and centre with a very, 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 very skullduggerous group of individuals within an organisation called Exeter City Council. Now, not only did I expose the jiggery pokery, all on my lonesome, because not only am I a loony, not only am I a regular drunk who's always down the bar getting all drunk and getting them fighting and chewing and getting all arrested and things, I've also been in construction for a long time. And I got away with it for 30 years, doing all sorts of sites, big, small and wobbly. Where is it? Where is it? Go find it. Which means that I picked up a little bits of information of information about every kind of situation. You know, the wisdom came to me, as was my right. And it came to me freely because I did not fight. I learned a thing about this and a thing about that. But most important, always wear a hard hat. My point is here, that one picks up how things are done so that you can do them wrong. And I was an expert. I did everything wrong. But I learned a couple of things. First of all, how to conduct yourself, which I had to do because construction sites, big and small, whether you're short or tall, are sometimes fractious or fighty or arguey, and sometimes they're very funny and camaraderie, but not always, because that's like life, and life's like a big box of chocolates, according to Tom Hanks in a film called Tom Hanks Talks About Chocolate. So I knew from the get-go that this was a bunch of poo. I know it. I just pulled a thorn out of my thing. Toe. Look, flip-flops. What a hippie. So this looks really expensive, right? It does, doesn't it? And it looks like I'm a twat who's won the lottery. Well, I'm only here because somebody helped me remain here because the authorities have dismantled my life. Haven't you, you individuals at Exeter City Council, with the help of the local police? Not the ones at Middlemore who looked after me in detention, unless they're all great actors. But I met some, what I believe to be good people. And there are lots of them in the police force because they come from the same thing as us, which is us. And them and us are the same, except for the ones who are different, who are also us as well, but not quite the same. But they can't share their blame. So look, I'm fed up with this, but I've got to go on with it. My life's been a bit of a balls up, and just when I got to where I could be, I mean, even accepting this is paradise, but I have to live in there, because I can't live in there, because it's too close to this. I'll just go through the garage. So I've got all this between me and this, which is potentially an altercation with people who are drunk or on drugs. And not me now, I don't drink. Not normally, I don't drink. Not normally. Not when I'm listened to and spoken to and engaged with by professional people. But see over there, over the yonder there, above that there railway bridge, what it's there carrying rails across the bridge thing, there's an acoustic screen, which was not even part of the planning when they built the scheme behind it, which makes a lot of noise. It makes a lot of noise because that's the activity. It's not anything to do with me. Excuse me, I'm just going through a noisy zone. Hang on. Look at that, the house of an arch criminal, a thug, a danger to society. My goodness. The bottom line is a chav scumbag like me who's tried his best doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve to live here in peace, even though he's discovered why he's had so many issues in the past, because he was undiagnosed with a thing called misophonia or hyperacusis, I think it's called, which means that noise triggers you without you knowing it does, and you just think you've got the hump. And I accepted I was a miserable, grumpy, potentially horrible prick, and I got on with life with that disability. I did not really, I did not realise my disability was due to innate, subliminal, I like that word, subliminal, conditioned things that mean that noise of a clankety bang clang clunk smash nature that are unexpected, and they're always unwanted, aren't they, unless you're at a Greek wedding, trigger things in me which were survival shit, which meant violence avoidance, witnessing violence avoidance, trouble avoidance, avoiding avoidance, and just making sure you didn't avoid anything that needs to be not avoided, I think. Have I all avoided anything? Roxy, where are we going? So the police, see, the thing is, the police have acted so inconsistently, and it's all evidenced. Even in Somerset Police, it's evidenced. Exeter Police, there's a witness statement to the fact that when you came to execute a warrant for the arrest of me by Exeter, by Avon Somerset Police, because I called them up one night and said, listen, you obliterated a van that cost me £5,000. That was going to be me doing tours on Dartmoor or taking people from the Airbnb, which I was going to do at some point. You had it in your care, you, Avon Somerset Police. I could not collect it because you rearrested me, because I asked for help and I asked for somebody to get me an ambulance. I've been walking all night, shit scared of meeting the police again, because you frightened the bejesus out of me when you brutalised me on the motorway, because I ran out of petrol and I was a bit distressed. Oof. John Bosley being distressed. God, that means violent, that means dangerous. No, John Bosley can be frightened, he can be scared, he can be worried. He can have his dog with him on a packed motor around a Saturday morning when he's just received a letter telling him that his life's going to be dismantled even further by the Achilles heel that was his second and lovely wife. So I was a bit fucking torn between the edges, and I made a mistake. I think I put my hand up to the gantry in the hope that they would understand from that mime international code that my phone was dead. I was shit scared. I didn't want my dog to die. I couldn't walk up the embankment because there wasn't one, because we were on the approach to the Avon Bridge going north on the M5. And when the police turned up, it was Spanish Inquisition time, calling off the motorway time, and just a court, kangaroo court on the motorway. In the end, I said, look, can you get off the motorway or not? I mean, have this inquiry later. If I've done this and, you know, done a fucking the can across the middle, the fast lane of the motorway, then prosecute me, but get me and my dog off the fucking motorway. And when I told the police to fuck off if you can't, and I'll walk off, then it all kicks off. So I got tasered, maced, harnessed up like a fucking safari prize, institutionalised for the night, released the next day when I could not collect my van, had no means of getting home, ended up calling somebody to get me an ambulance after going down with hypothermia after walking for, I don't know, 10 hours. Was it 10 hours, 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night till 6:30 next morning. I can't work that out, it's about 8 hours. Carrying Roxy because it was pitch black, it was freezing cold, I was soaked to the skin, coming down with hypothermia. I asked somebody to get an ambulance, they got the police, I got sectioned for another 21 days. My van got crushed. I tried to claim it back off them. When I eventually got it back, it was absolutely smashed to fuck. So I have a photo of the van when it was taken away, and of the van when I next appeared in my eyesight at the recovery place that the police got it back to after bringing it back from a breaker's yard in Doncaster. And it was fucked. And the police wrote to me saying the window's been repaired and it's all fixed up, it's as good as new. Then when they admitted that wasn't the case, I said, oh well, lessons learned. Well, not by you. I've learned a £5,000 lesson. Thank you. But I've also learned, if you phone up and say, listen, I'm going to keep going with this, I'm going to pursue you with this, legally, you have a case to answer. But I will do it legally. Legally. I kept repeating it more times than I did just then, right? And I put the phone down. Then the next night, 5 police officers from Devon and Cornwall Police came to my house to arrest me at the behest of the Avon Somerset Police, who got all offended by me saying I'm really pissed off that you cost me £5 for and 21 days, 22 days including the first night of mental secure arrest at 1, 2, 3, 4 different establishments, which was like a fast forward of several versions of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It was the most bizarre experience I have ever had. It was like a dream on LSD that went wrong. But anyway, I survived. Why do I not deserve to be left alone to enjoy this? Okay, I accept you're corrupt, and I accept that you probably want me dead. You've tried to dismantle my life. I'll tell you what, do one of 2 things. Make it happen, all right? Bring it on, all right? Whoever you are, I would suggest it's probably goes quite high up. I'm led to believe it does. But I resigned myself to that fact a long time ago, because that's why I keep these diaries and have done for several years. And they're very disturbing, especially showing the descent of a man from, a man from a shit background, just like you, a lot of you. Everything qualifies as a shit background nowadays. Your dad didn't love you enough, your dad didn't encourage you, your mum used to drink too much, your brother didn't fucking treat you well, or your sister got all the attention, whatever. Fucking hell, I had the same as you lot. I made the mistake of surviving and doing so largely on my own, and I did have more help than people know, even from the people that I don't get on with now. You know, it's sad to say that my brothers served as mentors at different times, and they did, all of them. And also hard lessons, because I could see images of me older trying to cope with where we'd come from, what had happened, and how we were going to get on with life. I fucking ducked and dived and shape-shifted and fucking did what I could to survive. The fact that I've entered or achieved, fucking hell, I think it's quite an achievement to have this. It kills me looking after it under the circumstances that the authorities have placed upon me. But ask yourself this: what actually is my physical, actual, proper, real, done, absolute criminal record with regard to beating the fuck out of people, wife beating? Where's the evidence? Where is the photographic, actual fucking evidence? I've done some zany things, and I've fucking sometimes. We have to accept that men don't always want to fucking argue there and then. Just digest whatever it is you're fucking bumping your gums about, and if there's drinking involved, just fucking leave us alone or whatever. I don't know. We did the same to you. The fucking fucked up views I did have about the world have been turned on their fucking head since I came here. Yes, I had very cynical views about authority. Why wouldn't you have? Doesn't mean I was an activist or fucking some sort of maverick. I just go my own way. I've had to do that, and so have a lot of you. That's what you all do. Right, end of message. Much love. I don't fucking want to war with people. I've really left the fuck alone. Now it'll have to be out of this country, because the police are never going to leave me alone, because I'm arch criminal number 1. Ask yourself, how many people have I been responsible for the death of? Roughly. I'll give you a clue. 0. How many people has these individuals at Exeter City Council been directly, indirectly culpable to some degree or another, or irrepressibly at some point, in some way, in some fraction, in some sphere, in some plane, partially responsible, if not for the death of Paul English, and subsequently, if that's the case, his son Simon. But also, what was the other thing? Oh, that was this number 3. I can't remember. You just lied. You deceived. All right, it's all evidenced. It's there, and you should really start to care, because the worry about you understanding the situation's made me lose my hair. I only said that because it rhymes. Right, leave me alone, lick your wounds, get together, collate the evidence, look at what it suggests, and then see me as a dangerous, vulnerable adult with PTSD who told you, these people, this little team, because your environmental health officer was one of them, I told you face to face and email that I don't know why the noise bothers me, but it does. Maybe it's something to do with PTSD. I don't know. You're an environmental officer. Cast your magic wand. I didn't actually say that, and she didn't have a magic wand. She had a magic microphone that only works when you hide it and secrete it behind lots of buildings, as far away from the noise as you can. Because, you know, when I was on site, kind of shadowing an environmental health guy or gal, they never did that. They just set the thing up and the mic and the thing and the whatever and the leads and the wire and the hook and the high and the signs and the what and the who, and just take a sound of the thing, or recording of the sounds, you know. Whether it's a plip, a splash, a crash, a ping, a pang, a bong or a twang, they record that and say, oh, hell, that's no good at all. Or they'd say, there's no problem with that. I could be in shite, you bastard. You know? But here they didn't do that. They listened to me. I said, well, why can't you take it over here? Well, my property starts there. That's the boundary of the estate. She said, oh no, we'll leave a monitor in your bedroom. Oh, that's all well and good. You won't hear nothing in my bedroom, I can tell you that. Well, apart from the channels going over on the TV maybe, or me scratching my backside. Hang on, ad break. Doggy stuff, please buy our doggy stuff. Rox is the star of this advert. Buy some water for your dog, like Roxy, because she loves water too. Right, end of break. Now back live to miserable bastard in his garden. So all the evidence is there. You got 400 emails from me in Paul English. Initially conciliatory, saying, well, why don't you do this? Or could you not think about doing that? But what you did was you pursued a policy from the outset that was designed, A, to denigrate this area. There's no other option, because if you advertise and implement a facility that's going to be used by people, some of whom are going to be belligerent, noisy and uncooperative, and not wear a tie, if you do that, you don't mitigate for it. What the hell do you expect? It's like going into battle with a feather duster when your enemy have got rolled up newspapers. You're in trouble, especially if they're automatic rolled up newspapers. Okay. So, you know, and even when I said, okay, you win, I'm done, I just want to go. And I was going to go a couple of years ago after the police, oh, you can do what you want to Bosley and we don't give a shit, and we'll phone him back in 7 weeks' time to tell him the dangers past of the event we knew nothing about. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that's the train going in one direction. You see, it went from that way to this way, which is one direction. Now this way to that way is the other direction. And there'll be a train now in a minute or two. Not 2 trains, like in 2 minutes. See, no, that'll be 4 trains in fucking 5 minutes. No, there'll be a train along now. Well, just like the one that's passed. I don't mean past, you know, forevermore, our men and Hail Mary. I mean fucking gone. You know, are you coming up here? Come on, there's fucking things to be done. What I would like to do by ending this message is saying that the world is poo, but how you deal with it's up to you. It really is entirely down to you. Whether you continue to tolerate the poo, or you'll say to yourself, oh, well, there's something I can do. I can do something to change this poo. What about you? Do you like this poo? I don't like this poo. I don't think any of us do. Anyway, let's put the boot on the other shoe. or the foot on the other head. Or let's do some anatomy courses. Sayonara, man. Take it easy. Bye. Yeah, yeah, take care of yourself. Bye. God's love. Whoever you purport that to be, or purport that to be. See ya. Bye.